I'm Babukar Sy. Guest minister by now, and I work for Paradise FM as a journalist. I was born and raised citizen of Kololi, currently staying in Kanifi.
The whole nitty-gritty, the whole this thing happening, Babukar Sy is being arrested, unlawfully detained, and so on. What's your take on this? What's really happening? Why were you arrested?
Well, I think it's a very unfortunate incident. When you look into exactly the scenario of the case, my main reasons of involving into this, yes, I'm from Kololi, and the area where I live, which is called Kololi Johannes, we're involved in a land problem. That was our football field with One Global Properties.
Well, Babukar, tell us this. You see all the front pages here. Babukar Sy detained and charged. Babukar Sy detained and charged. Where are you? What was the problem? Why were you?
Well, actually, as I said, I'm a born and raised citizen of Kololi, Kololi Johannes, and then, you know, though I'm not living there, but I think as a good citizen, you know, when you see your people involved in certain things or doing things that are not on the right way, and if you can put them on the right way,
yes,
do all that you can to make sure they go in the right way. Actually, this was a particular football field where not only Johannes, but the area, I mean, Kololi, Sanchaba, Bakote, Manjai, all use that particular field. And this situation has been going on for many years, but I've never, you know, involved myself.
Right.
But recently, you know, Global Properties with their Indian partner, Swami India, came to say they bought this land, you know, during the former regime, and thus they are going to develop an estate, you know, in that area. Whereas, you know, my brothers in that area also said, no, that field is theirs, you know, so they will not let it go that cheap. So the problem started when these guys will come and build a structure, these boys will come and fail the structure, and it's been going on. Police have been interfering, coming negotiations, and nothing fruitful came out of it. So,
since how long was it ago?
That was like for the past months.
Okay.
You know, at 75% of the area is fenced. You know, the remaining area is where the field is located. So when they come and start building, the boys will come and fail the fence. You know, so I went there myself to see what was going on, and I saw part of the fence which was fell down. You know, I called them. You know, in fact, I had to summon for a meeting. You know, which, you know, I'm among the youngest in that area, but at least they gave me that respect. I called them to say this is not the solution. I mean, one will not be building his structures and you fell it down. I think there must be other ways or means that you can use,
right,
you know, to make so everything is settled. So I said, what we can do is, I have the connection, you know, we can ask this government, that's the new government, which of course says youths are priority among their agenda. Let's ask them this question or write to them by telling them this ground is the only reserve area around this area. We want you to investigate this matter because these people are saying they bought this land from KMC during the former regime. And you are, you know, the current government is investigating a lot of things that happened during the former regime. Why not they also put this land, part of it, in their investigations to see if they got it legally or illegally. Even if, you know, they got it legally, you know, what are they going to do for us, the youth around that area? Because this is where we depend. You cannot go to the Manjai Park to say, I'm going to do my training there. That is only for official games.
That's right.
You know, and the second thing, I think, the best, I will write, I told them I will take it over myself to make sure I do the right things, and take it to the Ministry of Lands, KMC, and all the authorities that should get this, you know, notification. You know, and I also believe the fastest way to do that is to organize a press conference, because with the press, you know, obviously, the faster to reach to the authorities.
Yes, yes.
You know, so that's what I did. You know, I'm a press guy, so I called my fellow press to say, this is what is going on in my area, though I'm not living there, but I want your support. So they all responded positively, from the state TV to the last media house, online TVs, they all came. You know, we did the press conference successfully. In fact, I invited some, you know, old grandmoms and granddads living in the area who gave a scenario, a brief history of that land when they used to grow okras and when we were not even born. That's the only reserve land. So they are begging this government to investigate the matter, you know, because this is the only reserve land, or this is the only football field left in the area. And it's not only used by the people of Kololi. You know, so we did that successfully. You know, the message was, I guess, was filtered. That's why the authorities saw it. You know, it was on the 15th of May, some 3.5 weeks ago. So on Friday, you know, I was called at the Serekunda police station. When I went there, obviously, when an authority called you to say, come over, obviously you should go.
Yes.
I went there, they started asking me about the press conference, and I said, yes, I organized the press conference. And they said, okay, who did you organize it with? I said, no, I don't get it. I'm from that area, so I see this is where the problem. I came with a solution to say, this is not the solution. Come do ABC. I facilitated the press conference. We sent out the message. And since I was also, I can boast to say I at least achieved something there, because since after the press conference, no destruction was made at that area, the place. Then they said, no, I must give them names to say who and who were involved. I said, no, I'm the only one. So they think I'm trying to bag other people, they're trying to put them.
Yes.
Then they kept me in detention and denied me bail for 2 days, which was on Friday and Saturday. The rest is history, Thank God they bailed me.
But do you know the land law in the country? Like even before they says every land in the Gambia belongs to the government. So if the government sold the land to somebody else, what's your take on that?
I don't have a problem with the government selling the land or not. I don't have a problem with Global Properties having the legal documents to say this land belongs to them. I have no problem with Global Properties, neither the government. These are the youths of my area who are doing things which I believe are not right. Because someone cannot come and build a fence, you fell the fence down. I said, okay, let's do this by engaging. This is a new government coming in. They don't know all that happened in the previous. So what I told them was, let's do this and this.
Like so fact finding, you want to know where
the authorities can come and investigate the matter. That's what I told them. Again, they're not going to take it and burn the land. They're going to develop it on estate, and that's what we need to do, development.
Right.
They've given a field which the youths don't want for their own reason. I don't know. I don't play football no more.
That's right.
So all I wanted was to help them. In fact, I think I was helping Global Properties because they're the one building the fence and the youths are felling it down.
Yes.
So I don't just get it when they come to arrest me to say, and among the charges levied against me were illegal destruction or something. I don't get it. It's just crazy.
Okay. They felt like maybe you were among the people that
I told them categorically, and part of it, in fact, I was out of this country for many months. When I came back and I saw this thing was continuously going on, when they started felling the fence, that's when I intervened to say, no, you cannot do this. Come and do ABC. So the charges are just unbelievable.
According to the director from Global Properties, they've already built another field for you people. In the same estate, but another like the left-hand corner or the right-hand corner, it's fenced. Even there's a ticket selling gate there for them. Why not you and your people go sit down? And for me, there's no long way or a long road to say there's a football field that is far away from my home, whatever. Football field is a football field. If they build one for you people that fenced already, you can even benefit maybe day and night football out of it. What will you do?
Unfortunately, I know this will sound very surprised to you. I would even set eyes or set foot on that ground to see the new football field. That tells you how much I missed that place. The only time I stepped my foot there was when I went there to see the part of the fence that was damaged. That was why I went there and I stood at just one area to see it, then they called them for a meeting. So I'm not that much sure. The authorities maybe might think I'm among, part of the gang leaders. But I have no interest. I have my job, which is so hectic, and I'm going to school, so I don't have time for that. All I was trying to do was to safeguard the situation so that no more destructions will happen. And I think I was able to achieve that. But when they arrest me to say I am part of ABC, it's unbelievable.
So what is happening now as it is time? What are you doing with the police? What are they saying?
Well, I would say again, my detention was illegal, was honestly illegal. They've granted me bail. I'm still reporting as said. I'm a citizen. Though I won't say I've known the whole law of the country, but at least I'm a law-abiding citizen. And whatever they say, that's what I'm going to do. But, I'm going there, as they rightly said. I'll be reporting, to see where it goes next. But it's unfortunate that I was thinking we've gone past these days, but unfortunate.
What will be your good messages to them to bring peace and understanding in the community?
Violence will never solve problems. And any situation you see, there are ways that you can maneuver to pass through it. But again, I will tell them, let them not relent in their efforts to get back that land. I told them the last time, even during the press conference, they cannot show any document to say this land belongs to them. It's kind of a land tenure system, inheritance. But again, if they feel that land is theirs and the government should reserve it for them, let them go all out, but through the right channels. And that's what I was advocating for. I will never advocate for violence. No.
Thank you very much. You heard it all from Mr. Babukar, journalist C of Paradise FM. We met him here at the Independent Stadium. As I saw the guy, anyway, judge it by yourself, yeah? He's humble, nice, and he's only here for peace and love in the Gambia. Thank you very much for your time. You people at the diaspora, finally, here comes Babukar. You've heard the side of the global properties too, and here comes the side of Babukar. Let me not speak for anyone, but thank you very much, Mr. Babukar. Judge it for yourself, people. One love. Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.